A pleasant day each and everyone, especially to our dearest instructor, Miss Vanessa Lagua. And before anything else, let me introduce myself. I am Nicole Limpot, your discussant in this video. So, how are you everyone? How are you my students? Are you doing good? Are you ready to listen? And are you ready to explore more about the culture in the Philippines? Without further ado, let's start my discussion. So the topic that is assigned for me to discuss to you is the LGBT culture in the Philippines. So originally that was my topic, which is the LGBT culture in the Philippines. But according to my sources, I found out that LGBT culture in the Philippines before was now a LGBTQIA plus culture in the Philippines. So let's start. I'm holding my phone because this is my PPT so that I have the guide in order for me to discuss well to you my topic. So let's start. In my second slide of my PPT, I put some pictures. I put the pictures of those people who are raising their flag or holding the flag of the LGBT culture in the Philippines. I mean the LGBTQIA community. That because that means that they are proud. That is showing how proud they are that they are belong in that community or in this culture of our country. So in my third slide, I put a saying here that I'll read to you. There's nothing more beautiful and powerful than someone who chooses to be themselves. Diba? If this is a face-to-face discussion, I know that many of you have an idea to express or to elaborate this saying, because I know that many of you belong to this community or in this culture of our country. So personally, I believe or I think the true meaning of this saying, we just need to be proud of who we are, who you are. Express freely, express what you think is right, express yourself in the way that you want to express. Don't be afraid, just be yourself, because that is the most beautiful thing that we can do in order for us to be called as beautiful. All right, that is my personal idea in this saying. So if you have an idea, just keep it to yourself, or you can share whoever you are with right now. All right, in my next slide, I have here the views on LGBTQIA plus in history. So we all know that these words are familiar with us since we already tackled this one in our previous semester's course, which is the gender and society. We all know that in China, in 600 before Christ era, they used the terms pleasure of the beaten pitch and broke back. And then in Japan, they have shudo or nanshuku. And in the Philippines or our own country, we have babaylan and the katalonan. Those are the words that we use or we are using in order to recognize or to that we are using to call those people who are belong in the LGBT culture in the Philippines. So let's proceed to the meaning of my main topic or my topic, which is the LGBTQIA plus. According to the definition of it, I'll read to you. It is an acronym that represents a diverse group of individuals who have different sexual orientations and gender identities. So, diba, it is an acronym, meaning that every letters of it has a meaning that I will discuss to you later on. So, and you will find out. But of course, I know that all of you have an idea of this because this is a very popular topic, a very popular culture in our country, which I know that many of you also belong to this community. All right. Definition of terms, we have L meaning lesbian, G means gay, B stands for bisexual, T is for transgender, Q is for queer, intersex, I is for intersex, A is for asexual, and A is for asexual. And my next slide, I put there the flags, many flags or many pride flags, so that we can be familiar. You can be familiar of the flags that we are using for the LGBTQIA plus community. Ayan, so let's start with the L, which is I have said earlier that it stands for lesbian, or a woman who are emotionally sexually attracted to women. Diba? Those lesbians, those are those people who are attracted to women or to their same-sex gender. Yeah, they are what we called lesbian. Next we have gay, or the G, and the LGBTQIA plus, which stands for gay, or those men who are emotionally and sexually attracted to men. I know that many of you here in our section are belong to gay, or those men who are attracted to their kapwa men, or emotionally and sexually attracted to their kapwa men. Yeah. And then next we have bisexual, or a man or woman who are emotionally and sexually attracted to men or women. So bisexual are those people who are both attracted to men and also to women. There are some people that belongs to this community or in this field that they are attracted to men and also they are attracted to women. And those people is what we called bisexual. Next we have transgender, or when your gender identity is different from your physical sex. To state an example, we have Charis Pempenko, diba? She is a transgender because now she is not Charis Pempenko because she is a transgender, and she is now Jake Cyrus. Diba? Jake Cyrus is before she is Charis Pempenko, but naging transgender siya at naging lalaki na siya, kaya hindi na siya si Charis Pempenko at now he is Jake Cyrus. So it is one of the examples of those people who are belong in the transgender, or those people who or yung iniba nila yung kanilang physical sex into the sex that they wanted to be. Yeah. Now let's proceed to the Q, which stands for queer, or those people used by all people who celebrate all gender identities. Can also mean someone who do not want to restricted as lesbian, gay, or bi. Diba? There are people that belongs to this that they respected the LGBTQIA. However, they celebrate all the genders identities. However, they don't want to recognize as one of them, or as one of the lesbians, gays, or those bisexual people. They are just celebrated or respected those people who belong in the LGBT. However, they don't want to be recognized as one of those genders. And next we have intersex, or people who were born with sex genitals or chromosomes patterns that do not fit the typical male or female body. 'di ba, there are people na they were born as female but they have the sex or the physical or the sex genitals of a male. 'Di ba, it is in the news in the KMJS that there is a boy that has a sex genitals of a girl. That means that he is belonging to the intersex people. Those are people who were born with sex genitals or chromosomes patterns that do not fit the typical male or female body. Kung saan parang kunyari isang babae na she was born as a girl sa kanyang physical, however yung kanyang sex genital is pang lalaki. So yun yung mga one of the examples na mga taong or one of the examples sa mga taong belong into intersex. Let's proceed to the asexual, or people who do not feel sexual attraction to anyone, but it does not mean that they do not engage in romantic or sexual relationship. Allies or are straight and heterosexual people who are fighting for LGBT rights. To cite an example, we all know that in our former semester course, which is the Gender and Society, Mr. Jemson Dutilius stated or inamin niya or he told us that he is one of those asexual people who do not feel any sexual attraction into anyone, whether it is for the male or female. He told us that he is one of them, or those people who do not feel any sexual attraction to anybody, whether it is a man, women, or any gender. But however, he also celebrate or fight for the rights of those LGBTQIA plus community. Yeah. So it is easier for us to understand because napapansin naman natin na Mr. Dutilius, as what he have told us, is parang nakikita naman natin na hindi naman din talaga siya na nakaka-feel ng any sexual attraction to anyone, whether it is a male or female. Alright. And then let's proceed to the last one, which is the plus or the plus sign. It refers to all sexualities that do not fit in LGBTQIA spectrum. We all know that not just those people who belong into the LGBTQIA are those people na matatawag nating LGBTQIA. Kasi merong mga tao na parang hindi pa na discover kung ano nga ba yung tunay na gender nila, or hindi pa na-discover yung mga kung ano talaga yung specific na itatawag sa mga nafe-feel nila, such as, diba, it is in the news last year, I think, na merong mga tao talaga na parang nakaka-feel sila ng sex attraction, ng attractions into by pag-amoy ng mga clothes ng mga babae, or diba merong tao na ipinalabas sa news na parang naka-attract siya through the clothes of that women, parang through clothes, yun yung hinahanap nila. Diba merong mga ganung nafe-feel ng mga tao kung kaya't they are belong to the plus sign of the LGBTQIA plus community or spectrum. And parang marami pa rin mga gender na hindi pa talaga nalalaman kung ano yung specific na itatawag natin kung kaya't sila yung mga na-belong sa plus sign of the LGBTQIA plus spectrum. So that is what means, or yun yung pagkakahulugan ng LGBTQIA plus culture in the Philippines. I hope that I discuss it well, because I think that we all know about, we have already a knowledge about this since I have mentioned earlier that we already tackled this one with our previous semester's course, and of course it is popular culture here in our country, so it is really easy for us to understand and to to understand about this. So for my last slide in my PPT, I have here a those people who are belong in the on this industry, in this culture, or the topic that I have discussed to you, which is the LGBTQIA. And I have here a text that saying, "Be proud of who you are." So again and again, always remember to be proud of who you are, to express what you want to express, because that is the most beautiful thing that we can do in order for us to be ourselves. Just be yourselves, you be yourself, and do not be afraid to express your feelings, to express what kind of person you are, because that is what makes you beautiful, that is what makes you who you are. To be Just be proud, and always trust yourself, and do not be afraid of any judgments of other people. Do not be afraid of what other people think about you. Just be yourself and be proud of who you are. And I hope I clearly discussed to you the topic of the topic that is assigned for me to discuss to you, which is again the LGBTQIA plus culture in the Philippines. I want you to know that we need to respect, we need to fight for the rights of everyone, especially to those people who are belong in the LGBTQIA plus community. And I want you and everyone to be proud and respect them in all ways and in all right ways as we can, because those people who are belong in the LGBTQIA plus are also just like us. So it is not a sin. This is my personal idea or preference, that it is not a sin to be one of those people who are belong in that spectrum, as long as they are expressing and proud of who they are, and as long as wala silang inaapakang tao, then there's nothing wrong with it. I want you and every one of us to always remember that, to always have a respect and fight for the right of them. So once again, this is Nicole Limpot, and thank you for listening. I hope you learned something today, and especially to the culture that I discussed to you. Thank you, and bye bye.